Hello friends, welcome to Rise IAS YouTube channel. My name is Tanmay. In today's prelims bite session, we'll read about Article 142 of the Indian Constitution. This is a very important article. Why this article is very important? So we'll understand it in this particular lecture. But starting with, like in today's The Hindu newspaper, there is one article. Supreme Court invoke Article 142 to quash POCSO conviction. Okay, based on this article, we have brought today's preliminary session. From this article, the most important thing is this concept of Article 142 that we need to remember. And why we need to remember that? We need to understand that because UPSC previous year already asked question on Article 142. This is the 2019 question. Okay, UPSC asked specifically about the article. There's very few instances where UPSC specifically asked question on article, but this year UPSC asked question about Article 142. So we have to read this article in a very good manner. And how we're going to cover this topic? We'll first understand context. Then what is Article 142? What powers it gives to Supreme Court? Okay, then some boundaries and limitation of this particular article, then some landmark judgment associated with this article. We'll keep this article very to the point and concise so that we can understand it very in a very short time, and then we can able to solve this particular question. This question you have to solve. Read this article with that perspective in mind. Okay, starting with the context. What context? See, recently Supreme Court used Article 142. And why Supreme Court used? Because it used to overturn 10-year POCSO prison sentences. So lot of details is there. Okay, but that is not important from our prelims perspective. If you want to know that, that's a different thing, but here we want to keep it very concise and to the point for prelims. So understand that there was a POCSO judgment, POCSO prison sentence was there, and to overturn that, Supreme Court used this particular article. Okay, now the question is, what is this Article 142 that is so much discussed in the newspaper? Multiple times this has come in the newspaper. Why this is very important? First is, this is a very unique constitutional mechanism. So you can ask, why this is a very unique constitutional mechanism? What is the unique about it? Okay, because it empowers Supreme Court to pass any decree or execute any order for doing complete justice. That is the catch. To do complete justice, Supreme Court can go to any extent. Okay, there is no such thing that this is the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Supreme Court have to like operate within this jurisdiction. Supreme Court, if feels that yes, complete justice is required, then Supreme Court can use power under this article. That is the beauty of this article. Okay, but although Supreme Court can do anything with this article, but there is few limitation is there. Okay, we need to understand about this limitation, boundaries and limitation. Yes, fundamental right is there, like violating fundamental right, Supreme Court cannot do anything. Anything means this puts a restriction on Article 142. Okay, and at the same time, like statutory provision also like act as a restriction over this particular power of the Supreme Court. Okay, statutory provision is also there. And one more important thing, like if Supreme Court pass any judgment, that became a legal precedent in our country. But if Supreme Court using Article 142 pass any judgment, and that is an exception in most of the cases, so it don't automatically serve as a legal precedent. Okay, so that is the important point we need to remember. Okay, but there is some landmark judgment related to Article 142. One is Union Carbide Corporation case, where Supreme Court explained that said that the power in Article 142 independent of statutory limitation. Okay, and then in Supreme Court Bar Association case, Supreme Court said that Article 142 cannot replace the existing substantive law. Okay, the law what is there, it should be remain. Article 142 cannot replace it. Okay, so this is the thing, we understand context, but most important thing is this. And the important keyword, if you want to remember just only one keyword from this lecture, it should be complete justice. And to do complete justice, Constitution of India under Article 142 gives Supreme Court immense power to do complete justice. Okay, just understand and remember these particular cracks. This question will be, you can solve this particular question. So that is it. Okay, just remember those. And in mains answer writing, this Supreme Court cases we have to quote, that's a different thing, but core understanding is complete justice, and to do complete justice, Supreme Court has this power under Article 142. Okay, and now you have to solve this question number 52 that appeared in 2019 UPSC Prelims question. Okay, and if you have any particular, but one thing I just want to mention, just solve this question and write the answer in the comment section. And moreover, if you have any particular doubt over this particular article, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, thank you student for attending this particular discussion, and all the very best for your upcoming prelims exam. Thank you.